Welcome, our Take Sports Talk Show. Now tonight we're going to talk about NFL draftees failing drug tests before they get a chance to get drafted. How do you go about failing a test and getting yourself caught up where you lose millions because you fail a drug test? Jace, what's your take?
I think it boils down to the discipline of young people. Have they been brought up in an arena where they've been disciplined to be able to make sacrifices? I mean, if anybody walked in this room right now and offered us the money that these young men could possibly make, I would like to believe that as 4 grown men, we would be disciplined enough to give up alcohol if we had to, or curse words, or whatever the case may be. It's so hurtful to look at these opportunities that these young men have, and that they would just blow them away, literally, and what they were doing. Now, on a personal note, I've never been a drug person. I've never been a smoker. I can't understand from personal experience how you couldn't stop doing this stuff when it meant you losing so much financially and an opportunity to do something that every little kid dreams about. That's my take.
Well, let me ask you a question. So, what does that do now to his draft stock?
Well, okay.
You know what I mean? Because that's important to think about here.
Jabril Peppers is one of the players which we're talking about,
right?
Who is out of Michigan, and Reuben Foster, linebacker out of Alabama.
Right.
Both of them, Reuben Foster was actually scouted higher
top 10
than Peppers. He's a top 10. So that's very interesting. The money that he's talking about.
Players.
Foster still go top 10.
I don't know, but go ahead. What's your thoughts?
So my deal is this. Let's think about it. Warren Sapp, Randy Moss, Justin Houston, Percy Harvin. What do they have in common?
All failed drug tests.
Right? Randy Moss, he still was what round?
First
round. Warren Sapp, he still was what round?
First round.
So my point is that I know it's gonna sound crazy. I think guys do this and know the risks. They do it intentionally and they know the risks. This whole idea, hey, I was sick and I had the flu, I don't buy it at all. I believe that guys actually do this knowing the risk. You can't sit here and tell me that there are guys that have not gotten away with this. You can't sit and tell me that. There has to be guys that have gotten away with it. And so it's a mitigated risk. Hey, if I get away with this, I'm top. I'll move up 5 spots. If I don't get away with this,
I'm probably in the same spot, and that's why I think Foster.
Right.
That's why I think Foster still stays at a top 10 pick. Peppers is different because a lot of people, he has a tremendous skill set, but a lot of people don't know where they want to put him.
He's undersized.
He's undersized. There's things that he lacked. They say he can't find the ball when it's in the air.
Right.
So I think it's gonna hurt him more than it hurts Foster. I don't think Foster gets hurt at all.
Mind you, they don't get suspended. See, people forget that. They don't get suspended.
They go into a program.
They get put on a program.
And you got 3 more strikes.
And if this
3 more strikes.
And think about it. If you're really a first-time guy that has done this, right? You say to yourself, okay, I'm in the program. I can behave myself.
But now, okay, let me go this way with it. You look at Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon had red flags coming out of college, right or wrong?
All day.
Okay. Look where he's at right now. See, teams look at this because at the end of the day, when you talk about the first round, it's an investment.
Risk.
As a Dallas Cowboy fan,
second round, it's an investment. Second round. Right?
Sitting here as a Dallas Cowboy
Absolutely.
fan, it pisses me off that Randy Gregory smoked his way off this team, basically.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, when you talk about a young kid, I think Jace hit on something. When you dream to get into the NFL, and let's be real. When you're going into your senior year or even junior year, even if you've been smoking weed since freshman year, at some point you got to realize, hold on, I got to shut it down.
Let me ask you a question.
But hold on, let me just say this.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
But let me say this. At the end of the day, it's still a drug.
Right.
It's still an addictive drug.
Right.
And I think some of these dudes, yes, they go in knowing the risk and they can't beat the addiction. But now, how does it ramp up when you get millions of dollars and you can buy as much Kush as you want to now? and then look what you at. So go ahead.
All right. So you just said, at what point do you say, you know what, I got to stop this because this is on the line? I think for them it's hard because guess what? They probably was smoking in college and they probably was failing them drug tests there, and the coaches is like, yo, throw that shit somewhere. Get that out of here.
Yo, let me correct y'all real quick though. Let me
All right,
just correct y'all real quick. First and foremost, we don't know if it was necessarily weed. Let's be very clear.
Very clear. Very
It could
clear.
have been a performance enhancing drug. We don't know if it was just weed. We know
Very
we got
clear.
a diluted sample that we can't see anything because you got so much water in your system. So it could have been PEDs, it could have been anything. And that's where I understand where the NFL is taking this. Like, nah, you failed, B. Like,
We can't
you
take a
failed.
chance.
And
It's an L.
you were alluding to something I think was a great point. He knew he had to take that test. He knew he had to take that
Okay,
test.
all right. What if Peppers really was sick? What? Hold on. Let me finish.
Mark is not going to address
Go
it.
ahead.
What if he really was sick? He really was on all the IV that they said, because they said he didn't actually eat for a couple days. He was just on IV and drinking fluid. So what if that was really the case?
You want the answer?
Just so.
You don't go to the combine.
10-4.
You wait till your pro
Knowing
day.
that, yes.
And many guys have done that.
You said that, man.
I just wanted to throw it out there. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Don't go to the combine because you automatically know the scrutiny you are under and the showcase that it is.
Agreed.
So that's why I say everything which was said, the excuses made, doesn't add up for
I
me.
agree.
Because if it's different if you fail a test after your pro day, that's a different story. But you failed it at the combine, and like I said, from everything I've read, when these guys get to the combine, when they hit Indianapolis,
First
and they
thing,
got to
drug
check in, they got to do a drug test.
But let me ask you guys, what are their agents doing? What are their trainers? Are they speaking to their agents and
Yes.
trainers about that?
Right.
Yes.
They-
So
you know
who
what?
the
They have
heck
to
is
get-
advising this
Hold
guy?
on.
That's
That's-
Who's advising
advising
this?
from somebody.
That's where
Are
the
you
breakdown
listening?
comes
Are you
from,
listening
and that's
to-
the other part.
Are
I'm
you
not listening to my agent. I'm listening
Are
to
you
Lil
listening
Ricky
to
that's
the
been with me
person?
since I was 8.
Right. Are
Lil
you
Ricky
sitting
like
with
your
this person
puppets.
who's got their arm around
Right.
you saying, listen to me, I'm going to point you in the right direction if you want to be in the NFL, or are you listening to the other influences?
But think about the numbers of guys that's invited to the combine and how many guys get caught up. It's little small numbers.
Right.
Some of these, that's what makes you think
that
about
lets you
these
know that
guys
people are
go
beating the system.
right.
Okay.
That's exactly what's
Can I
getting caught
throw
up.
another element into the drug conversation, because you have a lot of people who advocate for marijuana use as far as players, especially with injuries, CTE, all these different things. You know, I think that there is going to come a day where the legality in regular society is going to trump the legality in sports. What happens when the walls of the legalization start falling down and legalization becomes a thing that starts to spread to many places in the country?
They probably
Yeah, but-
gonna have to monitor it.
Yeah, but the bottom line is this: it's like drinking. You can't drink at the job. You know, drinking is not illegal, but at your job, you know you cannot drink. It's the same idea.
But it's a little different.
Go
It's a
ahead.
different because here's the thing. The pharmaceutical companies is making major money off of the actual NFL. They're pumping these dudes with drugs.
That's
let's
true, too.
just be honest.
True, too, absolutely.
And a lot of these dudes,
Drugs.
A lot of these dudes are saying, "I'll rather take marijuana.
Marijuana.
It helps me better. It's a natural kick to the pain that I'm dealing with compared
There's
to
stories
taking-
of players who said, you know what, I'd rather not play and have weed so that I can deal with the pain
Right.
that I have.
Because
Was it
they're
Wes
livers.
Welker? Wes Welker said the weed helped him more than anything else for his concussions.
Well, yeah, big man on ESPN said that too.
No, it's
He said,
it's
"Yo,
real.
everybody's smoking weed."
It makes
Like,
no.
everybody's
get
doing
hungry.
that.
It makes no sense in 2017 that weed is even illegal. That's a whole nother conversation.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We don't-
Once
yeah,
the
we don't wanna touch
legalization
that.
will
Yeah,
start
let's not
falling
touch
down,
that.
That's just a whole
it'll be
nother
interesting to
conversation.
see how the NFL responds if, you know, we do see a lot of
So let me
shit.
ask y'all a question. Okay, so with these two guys having these diluted samples, where do you think these guys fall?
I think Peppers fall out of the first round. If you keep saying Force is going to get drafted in the first round, top 10,
That kid is
that's going to be hard,
that
man.
kid is
I
a
mean,
beast.
no,
He's a beast.
That kid
I'm not
is
saying
a
he's
beast.
not.
Yeah.
But the risk you take, that's all I'm going by.
He's
Yeah.
one of those linebackers that's
and-
going to change.
Right,
That's
but-
going to change his team.
To piggyback off of what Mark is saying is that you don't know the risk. That's the problem. It's a diluted sample. It's a we don't know what was in it. It's a we don't know if this guy is addicted to something. We don't know what he didn't necessarily test positive for anything. He didn't.
Right.
So we don't know what
We
the
don't
hell
know
was
what
in the
his
system.
situation is.
So that's where the red flags now start flying. So I co-sign that.
So you got him dropping out the first round?
Ruben, nah. But Jabril, yes, I can see him dropping out of the first round.
What about
I
you,
agree.
Jay?
I think Peppers definitely lost more than
Foster. That's
yeah.
interesting.
Because he was in between already. He
No,
was already in between.
because the reason why I say it's interesting is this: the investment in Foster is so much higher. A team is if team locks
True,
him
yeah,
up in the
that's a
first
good
round
point.
top 10, they're guaranteeing this kid.
I'm not gonna co-sign top 10.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
if
you
he-
know that's money. Right?
Wait.
Top 10.
Wait. If he goes top 10 first round, the weighted money that he gets is guaranteed.
Well, think
3
about,
years
think
guaranteed.
about this. I got something else to throw out. What statement does that make to the league? Forget what statement now are you making
That's
to the
a-
league now?
that's a great
What
point.
statement are you
That's
making
right
to
there.
all those kids that's coming in? That's why I said it's a mitigated risk. That's how they look at it. Yo, I'm all world athlete. Yo,
And he got drafted. Why not?
He got
him?
drafted.
How many other guys in the league, not even the guys who are coming into the league, but how many of the guys in the league are smoking or doing stuff that aren't being
That are
caught,
advising.
and that everybody knows about?
Right.
You know, these circles are small. People know
interesting.
about these things.
All right, y'all. Listen, this is another great segment. Thank you very much. And once again, leave your comments. We listen to everything. Yo, hit us up. We will take it. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We on it. Check it out. Thank you very much. Once again, Our Take Sports Talk Show.
Get
We
you a
out.
fall guy.
Click,